Um, Suki is given a little bit more to do in season 2. I mean, she's in season 3 a lot in the original, but she's in this one a little bit more. And they make her pretty awesome. I mean, she takes down Ty Lee and May by herself, which just goes to show how awesome of a fighter she is. It was a 2v1, and it was that I thought that was a positive. I thought that was really fun. Long Feng.
Yes, that's a positive.
There is a positive, yes. Letting him be best friends with Aang
Really good.
was good. It makes the twist that he's the actual bad guy even better. Because we find out in the show, obviously before the gang, and they know who Long Feng is, but when they first meet Long Feng, he's kind of just telling them, you can't see the king. In this one, he's like, you can't see the king, but I'm really going to help you. I'm your buddy. I'm going to do this. Blah,
I
blah.
thought it was so good.
I thought that was
I just
really
wish the reveal was better. Because the reveal is nothing in the show. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the reveal that he stole Appa, and that's the first time you know he's bad?
in the show.
Yeah,
I believe so.
I believe so as well. That's how I remember it being. That's a good reveal. But again, he's already an asshole in the show. It's nothing crazy. I wish there was a better reveal of him being a bad guy because I don't think the reveal in the live action was very good. But he was a consistent highlight for me. Even despite bad writing, he is giving a great performance consistently. I know that actor. What do I know him from?
Yeah.
But like he was a positive for me, no question.
They deal with the Fire Nation trauma more than they do in the show, and it's good.
He's the billionaire from Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
That's how I knew him. Sorry, continue.
They deal with Fire Nation trauma more. Zuko's and Iroh's. Obviously Iroh's, because Iroh, they delve into Lu Ten more. He literally sees the woman come out and protest and put the names on the wall. Awesome scene. Another one that was like, great idea. Could have been written a little better. It felt like this woman just came out of nowhere just so we could have this moment to show Uncle Iroh. But seeing Uncle Iroh deal with his guilt and how he moves on. And then I think the conversation, again, it could have been a little bit better, but the conversation where he goes to the White Lotus and the guy stands up and is like, you're still the Dragon of the West. The dragon's still in there. I don't believe you. I
killed your son.
I'm the guy that got your son killed. The dragon would kill me for that. And then Uncle Iroh being like, thank you for, having me. I forgive you, whatever.
No, he asks him for forgiveness, which is good.
Was great. That's really, really freaking good.
Is that not Jean?
Yeah, is it?
Which pisses me off. I don't know if you know this. Jean's like easily my favorite side character in Avatar. Like I love him in season 1.
I was watching, I was like, that looks like Jean.
Yeah, I think it's 100% supposed to be Jean.
Same actor, same guy talking to Zuko. When Zuko went, I think the conversation with him and the Fire Nation Asylum people that's one of those scenes where I was like, oh, this is written a little bit better. They're not just hitting us over the head with the same information. Like there's some nuance here. There's some emotion, and I really, really liked it. The Uncle Iroh Toph conversation was good. When they're kind of talking about the tea and whether she should go see her mom or not, and who sees her and stuff. I think I had a problem with them all fighting, mainly because of Aang. I think that's something that obviously doesn't happen in the show. They all split up amicably. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to have them fight and then all decide to come back. I think wish it was handled a little bit differently. I wish Aang wasn't so much of a jerk or wasn't the instigator of all of it.
That's weird.
That was bad. But I did think it was interesting seeing them all have their own reasons for wanting to split, and then finding them all individually finding reasons to come back to each other. Toph with her mom in that conversation. Sokka talking with the professor. Aang talking with Iroh as well. So yeah, I thought that was all good. Any other positives? The bending was good. The sets, costume design was good. Some of the changes they make, like the storylines converging in Ba Sing Se, is good. Suki was good. Long Feng was good. Zuko and Uncle Iroh dealing with some Fire Nation trauma was good. Azula's acting and her influence and the way they carry her storyline, all that was good. And that's why I'm conflicted, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I like. Is there anything else? Okay.
We're getting into negatives.
Sure.
God, this show is melodramatic. I probably 50 times during the 7 episodes of this season went, God, I'm watching a soap opera. Oh my gosh, is it so anti-fun? Like, it is so like, why are these people fighting? Why are these people arguing the way they are? Like, it's not, like, does Netflix or whoever made this show think that, like, people love watching arguments? Because it's so much of the show is, like, people being so annoying. I mean, we dealt with it in season 1 because it felt like every Aang conversation was, you're a piece of shit because you were gone for 100 years. Fuck you, you piece of shit. That was every single line in season 1. But instead of it just being for Aang, in season 2, it's everybody. Everybody is talking about how much everything sucks all of the time. For one of the most positive, funny animated shows of all time, it's absurd.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing.
Oh, last positive. That shot when he's in the Avatar state where you see the fucking thing of all the avatars was badass. I loved that shit. Sorry, continue.
I have another positive as well.
Yeah.
Did you like what they did with Sokka? I think Sokka dealing with his PTSD from the North and that influencing a lot of his decisions and keeping a wall up with Suki and that hurting their relationship, and then Katara finally sitting on the floor with him at the party and talking to him about that. I thought that was all really good.
That's kind
It's
of
another way of making the show more depressing.
exactly. That's like one of these where it's an example. Maybe it's the best one because it is well acted and it's probably better written than some of the other ones. But all of the melodrama in this season, all of it pissed me off. So that was part of it, where it's like, this is like normally one of the funniest, stupidest, silliest characters in fiction, and you are giving him a PTSD plotline. Like, oh my gosh.
I liked it. I liked that.
A great example. Like, I think that the whole Toph thing is so dumb. Toph was consistently my least favorite part of the show. I don't think she's as funny or as good or as Toph as she needs to be, like, in this entire season. So I wasn't, like, entertained by her. I kind of found her annoying when she was being bitchy. And then, like being Toph. And I think the subplot with her and her parents that her parents are selling weapons to the Fire Nation and this and that, I thought everybody's reaction to that was always consistently so stupid. Like, yeah, Toph, you hate your family. Why are you paying this person off? Or like, yeah, Toph, like, why are you arguing with them? You're like, and the whole time she's like, I'm not my family. And everybody's like, fuck you. I'm like, she's not her family. And then she's got the scene with her mom where she's complaining about everybody else and then she poisons her and this and that. It's like, oh, so dumb. Like, stop. Why are you? They're no fun. And then all of the fun stuff, it feels like the show people, the people that made the show understood they got backlash for things they changed from season 1. The cactus juice is the most pointless shit in the world, and it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
No, yeah, there are a lot of moments, and this is another thing that I'm conflicted about, because there's a lot of moments where, like, they're putting things in from the show that they know the fans want to see.
Yep.
And it'd be bad if they're not in the show. But the way they do it is like, you just put that in, you shoehorn that in.
It's like so forced.
Like, he says the giant mushroom line. What the frick is he looking at?
Yes,
The mushroom line is funny is because Aang just made a giant cloud in the sky by using airbending, and it looked like a mushroom. That's why Sokka said that in the original. In this, he's lying on the floor looking at
nothing.
There, Zuko. Did they make him mean enough?
No. Zuko's flip-flopping of all season was pissing me off. I needed him to be full bad or full good, and they never commit to anything, and it pisses me off. I'll give you the best example of this, okay? He's an asshole to Iroh in episode 1. You and I loved that.
Loved it.
Loved it. I wish he was a little bit meaner. Would have loved for him to say, you're the reason Luten is dead. Would have loved that, but he doesn't. It's fine. Then in episode 2, you do Zuko alone a little bit. But you have him steal food and supplies and water from a pregnant family. What the fuck? But then you have him doing nice things in the very next episode. I don't buy that at all. You need to make him full bad.
Yes.
You can't have him flip-flopping like that, because I think that him stealing the water and food from the pregnant family is worse than any positive thing he does. And feels so out of character for Zuko.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen other people say that. Why is that out of character?
Because he's, at the end of the day, he's like a good person. He's never that selfish.
Is it mainly because she's pregnant? It makes it a lot worse. Because he steals their ride, right? He steals the bird that he rides on.
Stealing a bird and stealing like all of their belongings, completely different thing.
I don't know. In the show, someone like literally takes him in, gives them hospitality, feeds him, and then he steals from them. So I don't think it's like that much more of a leap.
Sure.
But you say he does something nice in the very next episode. Wrong. He does something nice that same episode.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
that's the same, because he freaking is staying with that kid.
And he saves him from the...
But that happens in Zuko alone anyways. In the show, he helps their roof. He helps make their roof, but the father's like, well, you can help me do this while they make dinner. In the show, he starts just fixing their roof just because he wants to. Not even 2 minutes before he's stealing from a pregnant woman.
Exactly.
And then, in the show, obviously there's flip-flopping because you think he goes through the metamorphosis and you think he's chosen to be good and he's nice to Iroh, and then he swaps again. I don't think the swap is as earned in the live action because him and Azula fight, and then Azula is the one that's like, we're supposed to always be together because I'm sad about mom.
It's the thing that comes back from the mom. I don't buy it from Zuko. I love it from Azula.
I don't buy it from either. Because they give Zuko and the Katara moment in the Crystal Catacombs, they give him way more to say. That you feel bad for him in the show. You feel even worse for him in the live action because he says the line, when you see the face of the Fire Nation, you see it and you hate it. I hate it too. He literally hates himself. So that followed up by him literally fighting Azula in the show. He has Uncle Iroh and Azula talking to him at the same time, and Azula is hitting him with all the things that he's always wanted. Honor. You're going to come home. You'll be a hero. We can do this together. Yeah. It's not, oh, I'm also sad about mom.
Yeah, you're right. There should have been more of that.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of...
Because you could just play into him being a peasant for this entire season.
Yes.
Full belly. You won't have to work a day, and all she needed to do was that.
And also, why is the Blue Spirit Batman? Like he's Robin Hood. He's stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. In the show, he steals from the rich. He steals from a really rich guy, and then he just takes it home and gives it to Iroh. He keeps it. It's another example of him being selfish. He steals from someone and then goes and gives it to the pregnant lady. He's Robin Hood. Zuko's not supposed to be Robin Hood. Zuko's supposed to be a jerk this season, for the majority of it anyways. So I was just that was another thing that I was conflicted on. Because again, I like some of the Zuko stuff. I liked him dealing with the trauma. I liked some of the conversations he had. I like the Blue Spirit fight scenes. I think the converging of... I don't think there's any reason for him to work with the Painted Lady. And that's another thing of him being nice. He got captured because he was trying to save Katara. No, he got captured in the original because his pride wouldn't let him run away from Azula, and he turned back around and wanted to challenge her to an Agni Kai. Little different.
But you're right. All of these I have so many problems with things they do in season 2, but it's so secondary to the melodrama and the writing and the acting.
All of this is...
If it's entertaining, I don't think I give a fuck about any of this.
I would care, but it would be a...
Great example. I've said this before, and I said this in our review and this and that, but one of my favorite scenes in season 1 is the Roku saving them at the fire temple. I think it is so fucking awesome for so many reasons. They take that moment away from Roku, they give it to Kiyoshi in season 1. But guess what? That
It's
scene is
awesome.
fucking awesome, so I
Yeah.
didn't care. Like, it's like, but you don't. None of it is awesome. Dog, the metal bending scene. It's so bad. It's so. I'm Toph Beifong. I invented metal bending. She doesn't say, I just invented metal bending, which makes that line significantly better. Dog, that's your mother. She knows who Toph Beifong is.
I'm going to push back just a little bit. It's a bad line. It's a bad line. The reason that I think they justify it is because in that entire scene, she is talking about
You don't know me.
her friends not knowing who she is, and
Yeah.
she wants to know who she is, and I'm not your property. I thought my friends knew me. Doesn't matter. I know who I am. I'm Toph Beifong. And in the show, I think she says, I'm Toph Beifong and I'm the greatest earthbender in the world. So it's not completely out of character. It's just, it's still bad. I'm not saying it isn't, because the entire show is that. So it gets a little old. And yes, it's her mom.
But it's her mom. Like, it's not a stranger. And she's like, you don't know me, so why not renounce the last name? I'm the blind bandit. Makes that line so much better.
I just think it suffers from what a lot of the cool moments in the show suffer from. In the original to the live action, there is a lack of aura. There's a lack of cool factor. In the show, she isn't giving her a self-talk about how her friends don't know her. It is Guru Patik talking to Aang, teaching him how to connect to the earth, and that even in metal, there's parts of the earth. And that overarching like voiceover while she's figuring it out, and then she breaks out, then she puts those other two guys in and closes it up, and then she's talking to them because they always thought they were better than her, and then she says, I'm the greatest earthbender in the world. That's aura. That's a lot of fun. When they break into the palace, Aang does not give an F. He blocks Earth this way. He knocks all of them out. Katara's treating them all like children. The coolest thing in the world where she slides off the ice, knocks them out, does a somersault, and doesn't even look. Like, Toph and...
I like Toph doing this thing.
Toph and Aang...
The blocking is
Toph
so
and
cool.
Yeah, like... it transfer to we're in buckets of wine. Aang realizing Appa's gone. You muzzled Appa, destroying their stuff. Way scarier. He literally, I'm not kidding, I think he goes, Appa, Appa, floats for 2 seconds, comes back down. That's it. Also in the show, Katara helps calm him down. Another Katang moment that they took away. He is literally crying while he's in the Avatar state. And Katara used to be scared of that. Katara has seen the destruction that it can do. And Katara walks up and grabs his hand anyways and holds him while he's still in the Avatar state crying.
I know. So much peak.
The cool and the aura that is just sucked out of some of these moments it's hard to do in live action, so you got to give them a little bit of a break. But then there are also times where it's like you should have done something a little different. And like everything you feel in the show, you feel pretty freaking epic when they're breaking into the palace. You feel scared when he finds out Appa's gone. You feel sad when Appa is gone because you get Appa's lost days and you get more moments with them. And when he finally sees Appa again and Appa's finally out and there's this shot of the sun and then you see Appa come into frame and Appa saves them and he runs and jumps on him is crying. It's so much better than Appa, Earthbend, go.
With the baby Appa flashback, which was cute.
Yes, but in the baby Appa flashback, Aang is having that flashback, and he's literally having a dream, and you can see in the flashback he's hugging him, and then it flashes to Aang, and he's going like that, laughing in his dream, and then turns over. It's also better in the show. So yeah, again, sometimes it's just a fault of it's hard to do in live action, and then sometimes it's...
I just keep coming back to consistently my favorite things throughout this show are things not from the original show.
Yes, I like some of the changes they make.
And so
if they just changed them with a better script, it would be even more interesting and more enjoyable.
I agree. So it just brings me back to I'm anti live action remakes. I still am. I realized that. When did I realize that? What project did I realize that for?
How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon. Thank you. How to Train Your Dragon, because How to Train Your Dragon perfected it. It did everything perfectly. It did everything lesser, but it did everything. It's a shot-for-shot remake of the movie, but it felt so lifeless, you know? Avatar, the most interesting things are different, so just make a whole different thing. Because the people that made this show do not want to make Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's